You know, most people think they're prepared if they have food for 2 or 3 days or even longer in a power outage. But if there is a power outage, it's not the food that's going to get you first. How prepared are you? I feel like I'm running a game show. How prepared are you? Let's find out. Number 1 is heat and warmth. Yeah, you're going to need to have some kind of emergency heater if the electricity goes out, whether it be propane or some of all the different ones that we make with the different fuels. But also, you need to stay warm with things like sleeping bags and coats and mittens or gloves, blankets, and even layers of insulated clothes. It's great to have food to last you 3 days, but you need to stay warm every hour. Number 2 is light. Power goes out at nighttime. It's pitch dark. What do? What's the first thing you grab? Your cell phone? That might get you to your permanent lights, flashlights, candles. I have those solar lights on my porch that I just grab and bring in and put all over the house. So you need to see what you're doing. And if you don't believe that, wait till the middle of the night when you don't have lights and try to do something important. See how it works for you. Number 3, water. Do you have enough water on hand? They say you should have about 1 gallon per person per day. So how many people do you have in your house? How much water do you have stored? Do you have ways of storing water? As soon as the power goes out, if you run right to the tub and fill up the tub, fill up the sinks, fill up jugs. Do you have any kind of water purification system? Because if you have the tub full, you have water, but now you need to drink it. Because you know, water runs on electricity more than people realize it. How about sanitation, hygiene, a bathroom? You might be able to go hours without eating, but when you have to go to the bathroom, you have to go. So if the water's not running and you can't flush the toilet, what are you going to do with it? And believe me, after a couple days, you're going to start getting ripe. So you need to think about how you're going to wash, how you're going to keep clean, how you're going to keep your hands clean from doing all these dirty things around the house to keep things going. Number 5, medications. Do you take any medication? Do you have any backups? Because sometimes just missing 1 round of your medications can cause more of an emergency than the power outage did. Number 6, first aid. Are you prepared for any kind of emergency or boo-boo? Remember, the ERs are going to be down as well if there's no electricity. So you should have all the basic needs to keep yourself patched up and well. Number 7, mental issues. Not what you think, but think of the stress and the fear that comes from having no power, being all alone. Some people have a really hard time with the isolation after a few days. Have you ever seen some of those survival movies on TV? Lost and Survival, and I don't know what they call half of them, but a lot of those people, the ones that drop out, they're like lifelong survivalists. They get out there and after about 3 days, they get lonely. They get bored, they go stir crazy, and that's usually what makes most of them tap out. So especially if you have someone with you or kids, you need to have things to keep them busy, maybe board games, maybe different things they can read or do, because you know, it's not the lack of supplies that gets to people first, it's usually the stress. Number 8, how about safety? Are you safe if the power goes out? What are you going to do if somebody comes prowling around your front yard? Do you know who your neighbors are? Do you have a neighborhood watch type thing, people that will be there to help you? Do you have anything to protect yourself personally, like mace? Or one of the coolest things I've seen years ago, this lady was selling a necklace online. It was like a little heart, but it looked like a little squishy thing. And when you squeezed it, the most god-awful smell came out of it. It would turn anybody running. Of course, it's on her too, but it could have saved her life. Do you have a deadbolt? Do you have any kind of an alarm system? Do you have a way to contact anyone if you need it? Now, number 9, we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Cash. What happens if the power goes out and you need something? And you go to the store, and if there are any stores open, they have a big sign saying cash only, okay? Or you need to barter with someone. You go up to your neighbor and you say, do you have any food? He goes, yeah. He says, I have a can of tuna. How much? Oh, I'll sell it to you for $1. I only have $20. Okay, I'll take that. Have small bills, okay? Because chances are your credit card's not going to work. And if it does, take out whatever money you can out of the bank right away, because they're going to be going down too. So small bills, or even things that you can barter. What are things that other people will want? Do you have a lot of water on hand? Do you have toilet paper? That's gold in an emergency. So bartering and small bills for cash. How about an alternative power source? Do you have any of those little power packs that you can maybe charge your cell phone and little things? Do you have a generator? And how much gas or whatever you need to keep that generator going do you have? Is it solar? Remember, if there's a catastrophe having to do with the weather, chances are solar's not going to be very good either, because the weather's not going to be nice. So what do you have for power? And number 11 is the power management. If you have power, what should get power first? Okay, you can run a radio for a long time or a light for a long time, but your refrigerator is going to zap that power like crazy. And please don't use the microwave. Okay, that's going to just zap it, and you're going to be without power really quickly. So what needs to be done? If you need to do something, instead of doing it 5-6 times throughout the day, if it takes a lot of power, plan it and do it once. Try to conserve that power. And let's say the power outage, whatever it's from, gets even worse and you have to leave. Maybe because there's forest fires and smoke is enveloping everything, or blizzards, and they say everyone must evacuate. Do you have a bug out bag? A bug out bag is something that you have all the essentials that you need to be able to leave, and you're still okay, sufficient. So a bug out bag is very important to have, because even if you don't need to leave, you can use a lot of the things, but if you do, you're not caught off guard. And of course, the number one thing is food. Do you have enough food storage, whether it be canned goods or MREs or dehydrated food? Have enough on stock, at least for a few days. And as you get working on this, build more and more. Buy what you use and use what you buy. And in addition to food supplies, there's non-food supplies. Your toilet paper, your paper towels, your soaps, toothpaste, all the little things that you're going to need. Do you have additional clothing, socks, warm clothing, jackets? Keep those things in mind. I mean, it's nice to have a power outage in the summer. Actually, it's not nice. But it's worse to have one in the middle of the winter. And that's usually when you have them. Then there's communication. How do you get a hold of the outside world? Is your phone still going to be working? If you have that power bank, you're solid. You have a phone, but a radio is a great thing. We just purchased one of those crank radios, okay? It's a little AM/FM emergency band radio, and it works on batteries, it works on USB, it works on solar, it works on crank. Amazing. I'll put a link to it in the description below. They're great to have. Have several of them. One for your bug out bag, one for the house, maybe one for the garage in case one gets broken. They even have a flashlight and an alarm on them. If anybody's bothering you, flick that thing and boy, is it loud. So great thing to have. And then there's another thing that a lot of people forget about, and that's documents. Important documents such as your IDs, your passport. If you're military, your DD-214. All the things that you can't live without. Especially if there's a fire or something that's going to destroy your house because you ran out with your bug out bag. Have important paperwork that you're going to need with you. So take some time to think about that. What do I need? If I'm not here anymore for a few days, a week, a month, or longer, what am I going to need? And keep it ready to go, or get additional copies of it. So that's what I have for you. How many things do you have? If you found even one thing on the list that you don't have, let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to share this list with others so they can get ready. I don't know about you, even up here in Maine, we had like 3 power outages so far. And in fact, we got another storm moving in tonight. So who knows, we could probably go for 4. It's better to be ready and not need it than to need it and not have it. Let me know what you don't have to be ready right now. Be honest in the description below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos on preparation like this. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.